some 4x4s were never meant to follow the rules. These machines broke every convention, defied logic, and conquered terrain no one else dared touch. From desert-busting Italian supercars to military-born legends, we're exploring the rise and fall of the ultimate outlaw 4x4s. Buckle up, this journey through pure off-road rebellion is about to begin. Number 10. Mercedes-Benz G-Class. Engineered for both military precision and civilian ruggedness, the W460 laid the foundation for what would become one of the most iconic 4x4s in history. Its boxy, purposeful design hinted at toughness before it even moved. Built to endure harsh climates, rocky terrain, and heavy-duty use, it quickly earned a reputation as virtually indestructible. Unlike most SUVs of its era, the G-Class offered a rare combination of durability, comfort, and versatility, making it equally at home in deserts, mountains, or urban environments. Drivers knew they weren't just buying a luxury vehicle, they were acquiring a machine capable of conquering almost any challenge. Engineering emphasized robustness and reliability. 3 fully locking differentials, a ladder-frame chassis, and solid axles gave it extraordinary traction and stability across difficult terrain. A range of inline-4, 6, and V8 engines provided power options for civilian and military users alike. The interior was simple but functional, with ergonomics designed for control rather than flair. Every detail, from its portal axles to heavy-duty suspension, reinforced the vehicle's mission: go anywhere, carry everything, and survive whatever the journey demanded. Its combination of mechanical precision and practicality made it a favorite among military units, explorers, and adventurers worldwide. Despite its toughness, the G-Class was never mainstream in its early years. Its high-cost, boxy design, and no-nonsense appearance limited appeal to everyday drivers, but that exclusivity only enhanced its legend. Production eventually evolved into more luxurious variants, but the original W460 remains a benchmark for uncompromising 4x4 engineering. Every scratch and dent tells a story of endurance under extreme conditions. It could climb mountains, ford rivers, and survive environments that would stop ordinary trucks. Operators trusted it when failure was not an option. Even decades later, the W460 continues to inspire off-roaders who value durability over flash. Few production 4x4s combine mechanical simplicity and off-road capability like the G-Class. Every journey proves that real legends are measured in resilience, not comfort. Its rugged silhouette is instantly recognizable on trails around the world. For those who seek the ultimate outlaw 4x4, the W460 is a benchmark of strength and endurance. Every ride reminds drivers that some machines exist to dominate the terrain, not just the roads. Number 9. Ford Bronco. Introduced in 1966, the first-generation Ford Bronco carved its place as America's rugged compact SUV. It was built for adventure, designed to compete with Jeeps and International Scouts, offering unmatched versatility for trails, farms, and off-road explorers. Lightweight, agile, and capable, the Bronco could navigate tight trails, ford streams, and tackle rough terrain with surprising ease. Its boxy shape and high ground clearance made it instantly recognizable, while its simplicity appealed to drivers who wanted a vehicle that could survive abuse without complaints. For a generation of off-roaders, the Bronco became the ultimate tool for freedom and exploration. Engineering focused on practicality and adaptability. Solid axles, a robust ladder-frame chassis, and a part-time four-wheel drive system gave it exceptional traction and stability. Multiple engine options, from inline-6 to small-block V8s, allowed drivers to choose the balance of power and efficiency for their needs. Manual transmissions and simple mechanical components ensured reliability and ease of repair in the field. With removable tops and doors, it offered a sense of adventure unmatched by other vehicles of its time, turning every ride into a connection with the environment rather than a drive behind glass. Despite its early success, evolving tastes and the rise of more luxurious SUVs eventually overshadowed the first-gen Bronco. Production ended in 1977, but its influence shaped the future of American off-road vehicles. Every scratch, dent, and muddy tire told a story of trails conquered and adventures undertaken. Drivers trusted it to perform where other vehicles failed. Its rugged simplicity made it a favorite for both work and play. Even today, collectors and off-road enthusiasts revere the first-gen Bronco for its fearless design. It set the blueprint for future Broncos and compact 4x4s alike. Few vehicles capture the spirit of American outlaw off-roading like the original Bronco. Every ride is a reminder that raw capability often outweighs comfort. Legends are built in vehicles that challenge limits, and the first-generation Bronco did just that. Its presence on any trail commands attention and respect. Every climb and river crossing adds to its storied legacy. Bronco enthusiasts know that this compact 4x4 was built to defy expectations and endure. Number 8. Suzuki LJ80 Compact. Lightweight and deceptively capable, the Suzuki LJ80 earned a reputation as one of the most agile mini 4x4s of its era. Designed for narrow trails, tight mountain paths, and urban exploration alike, it could slip through spaces that larger off-roaders couldn't dream of. Its small size made it approachable for new off-roaders, yet it packed enough toughness to tackle serious terrain. Unlike larger SUVs or trucks, the LJ80 prioritized maneuverability and simplicity, making it a favorite among enthusiasts who valued raw capability over luxury or power. Engineering brilliance lay in its lightweight body, rigid ladder frame chassis, and part-time four-wheel drive system. Solid axles, high ground clearance, and compact dimensions allowed it to climb steep slopes, ford streams, and navigate mud without hesitation. The engine, a modest 2-cylinder, delivered enough torque to tackle trails efficiently while remaining easy to maintain. Every control and lever inside the cabin reflected Suzuki's commitment to function first. Its no-frills design meant fewer breakdowns, and even in the most remote conditions, the LJ80 could be repaired with basic tools, a true survivalist machine in miniature. Despite its off-road prowess, the LJ80 couldn't compete with the growing demand for larger, more comfortable SUVs in the 1980s. Its small size, minimal interior, and modest power-limited mass-market appeal, yet it never lost its loyal following. Today, it stands as a symbol of lightweight, practical off-road engineering proof that size doesn't dictate capability. Every scratch and dent tells a story of adventure in tight trails and unforgiving terrain. Its compact frame allowed daring drivers to conquer paths impossible for larger trucks. Every LJ80 still running today carries decades of reliability and spirit. It may be small, but it embodies the heart of an Outlaw 4x4. Off-roaders still revere it for proving that agility and durability can coexist. It remains a testament to Suzuki's vision of a true, capable mini 4x4. And in the world of outlaw machines, the LJ80 proves that greatness comes in unexpected packages. Its small stature never limited its courage or capability. Every climb, river crossing, and trail conquered adds to its legendary status. Even modern off-roaders respect the LJ80 for what it achieved in such a compact frame. It remains a symbol of ingenuity, resilience, and fearless adventure. Number 7. Steyr-Puch Pinzgauer 710M, engineered in Austria. For military precision, the Pinzgauer 710M became one of the most capable and unconventional 4x4s ever produced. Lightweight yet incredibly durable, it was designed to traverse mountains, snow, mud, and desert alike. Its narrow frame, central tube chassis, and independent suspension allowed it to conquer terrain that would crush conventional trucks. Unlike typical SUVs, the Pinzgauer was built for missions where reliability and maneuverability mattered more than comfort or style. Operators around the world quickly learned that it could go places no other production vehicle could, earning its reputation as a true off-road specialist. Under the hood, the 710M featured a powerful inline-4 engine paired with a permanent four-wheel drive system and a 2-speed transfer case. Portal axles offered extraordinary ground clearance, and all components were designed for easy field maintenance. It could carry troops, equipment, or supplies, while maintaining excellent traction and stability on steep slopes and uneven surfaces. The interior was Spartan, stripped of unnecessary luxury, reinforcing the vehicle's focus on performance and survival over convenience. Every design choice emphasized function. It was simple, repairable, and built to endure the harshest environments imaginable. Despite its brilliance, the Pinzgauer remained a niche vehicle, largely confined to military and government users. Civilians could access it in limited numbers, but its extreme focus on utility made it impractical for everyday life. Production eventually ended in the early 2000s, leaving behind a machine celebrated among off-road enthusiasts and collectors for its unique engineering and unstoppable capability. Every trail, river, and mountain crossed by the 710M proved its unmatched resilience. It could traverse extreme landscapes that would halt most other vehicles. Operators trusted it to deliver under conditions that demanded perfection. Few production 4x4s combine maneuverability, durability, and simplicity like the Pinzgauer. Even decades later, it remains a reference point for military-grade off-road engineering. Its legacy is defined not by numbers sold, but by the missions it completed flawlessly. For those who value uncompromising capability, the 710M is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of precision and endurance. Every Pinzgauer still in operation carries the spirit of ingenuity and fearless adventure. Number 6. Nissan Patrol G60. Known as one of Japan's most rugged 4x4s, the Nissan Patrol G60 earned its reputation in some of the harshest off-road environments across Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. Built to endure deserts, rocky trails, and unpaved roads, it became the backbone for expeditions and military use alike. Its straightforward design, tough chassis, and high ground clearance allowed it to tackle challenges that would overwhelm ordinary trucks. Compact enough to maneuver through tight terrain, yet strong enough to haul heavy loads, the G60 quickly became synonymous with reliability in regions where breakdowns weren't an option. Engineering choices emphasized durability and versatility. Solid axles, a heavy-duty frame, and a low-range transfer case made it capable of climbing steep inclines, crossing rivers, and pushing through sand dunes. Its inline-six engine provided enough torque for extreme conditions, and simple mechanical systems meant repairs could be carried out in the field with minimal tools. The interior was minimal, prioritizing function over comfort, and every control reinforced the vehicle's mission: survive anywhere, carry anything, and keep going without hesitation. For adventurers, aid workers, and military personnel, the G60 became a trusted companion on missions that demanded toughness above all else. Despite its legendary capabilities, the G60 eventually fell out of favor as global markets shifted toward more refined SUVs with better emissions and comfort. Production slowed, and newer patrol generations focused more on luxury than raw off-road ability. Yet for enthusiasts and collectors, the G60 remains a symbol of uncompromising capability, a reminder that a true 4x4 doesn't bend to convenience or trends. Every scrape and dent tells a story of survival in extreme conditions. It could traverse deserts, forests, and mountains without hesitation. Operators relied on it when failure wasn't an option. Its simplicity made it one of the most reliable off-roaders of its era. Even decades later, the Nissan Patrol G60 inspires off-roaders who seek vehicles built to endure anything. It remains a testament to the power of raw engineering and fearless exploration. And in the world of Outlaw 4x4s, few vehicles match its reputation for toughness and dependability. Every journey in a G60 proves that real off-road legends are measured by endurance, not luxury. Few production 4x4s combine simplicity and raw capability as effortlessly as the Patrol G60. Number 5. Land Rover Defender. Renowned worldwide for unmatched off-road capability, the classic Defender earned its reputation on some of the harshest terrains on Earth. Designed initially for rugged African landscapes, It could handle mud, sand, and rocky paths with ease. Boxy, raw, and uncompromising, every inch reflected durability and purpose. Luxury, comfort, and modern amenities were optional or non-existent, as the Defender focused entirely on survival and performance. Drivers soon discovered that it wasn't just a vehicle, but a tool built to endure extreme challenges while carrying people and cargo through areas others wouldn't dare enter. Engineering choices emphasized resilience over refinement. Ladder frame construction, permanent four-wheel drive, and solid axles gave it stability and strength unmatched by most contemporaries. Minimal electronics and straightforward mechanics made repairs possible, even in remote locations. Locking differentials, robust suspension, and adaptable gearing allowed the Defender to conquer hills, rivers, and uncharted paths with confidence. Every design decision reinforced its mission: a reliable, unstoppable off-roader, capable of serving explorers, farmers, and adventurers alike without compromise. Global admiration couldn't protect it from evolving regulations and market demands. Safety standards, emissions laws, and the rise of more comfortable SUVs slowly eroded its practicality for everyday drivers. Production ended in 2016, leaving behind a vehicle celebrated as one of the last pure, mechanical, and uncompromising 4x4s. Every dent and scratch told a story of grit and endurance. It demanded respect from drivers and onlookers alike. Adventure wasn't optional, it was mandatory behind the wheel. Every Defender that remains in action today carries decades of legend and legacy. Few vehicles represent Outlaw 4x4. Authenticity better than the classic Defender. It continues to inspire modern off-roaders who crave machines that obey no rules but their own. Even in an era of advanced technology and comfort, its spirit remains unbroken. Challenging trails, extreme climates, and decades of service haven't diminished its reputation. It is a true symbol of timeless toughness and fearless adventure on four wheels. Every journey in a Defender is a reminder that some machines are built to defy the ordinary. Its legend will endure as long as there are explorers willing to push boundaries. Number 4. Jeep CJ7. Legendary military roots gave the CJ7 its toughness, combining lightweight design with unmatched trail capability. Slightly longer than its predecessor, the CJ7 offered improved stability without sacrificing agility. Drivers could tackle steep inclines, rocky paths, and muddy backroads with confidence. Comfort and convenience where minimal seats were basic. The cabin was Spartan, and every feature served survival and utility over luxury. Off-roaders quickly realized this was a vehicle for those who wanted freedom and raw capability, not suburban polish. Engineering emphasized simplicity and reliability. Solid axles, short overhangs, and manual controls made repairs straightforward, even in the middle of nowhere. A range of engines, including inline-sixes and later V8s, provided enough power to handle heavy trails and rough terrain. Every component reflected Jeep's philosophy: durability first, aesthetics second. Removable tops and doors reinforced the sense of adventure, letting drivers feel fully immersed in the environment rather than insulated from it. No other compact 4x4 of the era matched its blend of accessibility and ruggedness. Changing regulations and customer expectations eventually ended the CJ7's production in 1986. Emissions, safety standards, and the rise of more comfortable SUVs made its bare-bones design less appealing to the mass market. Yet its influence persists, inspiring collectors and trail enthusiasts decades later. Every scratch, dent, and mud-caked panel told a story of adventure. It carried not just people, but a spirit of rebellion. Its lightweight yet fearless design made it a benchmark for pure off-road freedom. CJ7s still on trails today are living proof of Jeep's commitment to adventure. Few machines capture the raw, outlaw essence of off-roading like the CJ7. Every ride is a reminder that true 4x4s operate on their own rules. It continues to inspire a new generation of off-road explorers who seek unfiltered adventure. Its presence on the trail commands respect, even decades after production ended. Every climb, river crossing, and trail conquered adds to its legend. No other vehicle blends simplicity and toughness with such purity. CJ7 owners don't just drive, they carry forward a legacy of freedom. And in the world of Outlaw 4x4s, it stands as one of the most iconic machines ever built. Number 3, AM General Hummer H1. The Hummer H1 wasn't designed for comfort or style, it was designed for survival. Originating directly from the military Humvee, the H1 brought battlefield toughness to civilian roads, creating a vehicle that looked like it could shrug off anything. Its width, height, and uncompromising stance made it intimidating on sight, and behind the wheel, it was equally imposing. Unlike SUVs built for suburban life, the H1 demanded respect. Narrow streets, tight parking, and city traffic were afterthoughts. This was a machine meant to conquer deserts, climb mountains, and ford rivers, and it did so with a confidence that few production vehicles could match. Beneath its boxy, rugged exterior, the H1 was a marvel of engineering for extreme terrain. It featured portal axles for maximum clearance, a central tire inflation system to adapt to changing surfaces, and locking differentials that allowed it to tackle sand, mud, and snow effortlessly. The diesel engines offered immense torque, moving nearly 7,000 pounds of steel with relative ease. Inside, however, luxury was minimal. The cabin was functional, Spartan, and intentionally military. Every dial, lever, and control reflected purpose over comfort, a philosophy that made the H1 an authentic outlaw on wheels, unbound by trends, efficiency, or aesthetics. Yet that very authenticity limited its audience. Its massive size, thirst for fuel, and challenging handling made it impractical for daily driving, and as emissions regulations tightened, sales began to drop. Production ceased in 2006, leaving the H1 as an icon of extreme 4x4 engineering. Built with zero compromises, it remains a symbol of what happens when a military legend enters the civilian world. It was feared, revered, and misunderstood all at once. Few vehicles can match its raw presence or off-road capability. Even today, owning an H1 is a statement: power, danger, and exclusivity in one package. For enthusiasts, it isn't just a truck, it's proof that a machine can live entirely on its own rules. And like all true outlaw 4x4s, it vanished from the mainstream, leaving only legends behind. It challenged everything people thought an SUV should be. It wasn't just driven, it was survived. Every H1 that remains on the road today carries a story of rebellion, and that story ensures the Hummer H1 will forever be remembered as an outlaw icon of off-road history. Number 2. Dodge Power Wagon. The Dodge Power Wagon didn't start as a civilian truck, it started as a weapon. Its DNA traces directly back to the WC series military trucks, Dodge built during World War II, machines designed to survive mud, artillery, mountains, and total logistical collapse. When the war ended, Dodge did something revolutionary. They sold a true military-grade 4x4 to civilians. Introduced in 1946, the Power Wagon was massive, rugged, and completely uncompromising. It could haul, tow, and climb in conditions that would leave most trucks stranded. There was nothing sleek about it. Every inch of the truck screamed utility, toughness, and military precision. What set the Power Wagon apart was its brutally simple engineering. It featured a heavy-duty ladder frame, solid axles front and rear, a 4-speed manual transmission, and a 2-speed transfer case. Ground clearance was generous, tires were massive, and the truck could ford streams, plow through mud, and tackle hills with ease. Unlike other post-war trucks designed for city roads and suburban life, the Power Wagon was unapologetically raw. It didn't care about comfort, speed, or fuel economy. It existed purely to conquer terrain, echoing the "leave no soldier behind" mentality of its military ancestors. Despite its legendary capability, the Power Wagon's uncompromising nature eventually limited its appeal. By the late 1960s, buyers wanted lighter trucks, smoother rides, and more practicality for everyday use. Dodge's military-grade approach had created a truck too heavy and too loud for modern civilian needs. Production ended in 1968, leaving behind a vehicle that had forever changed the perception of off-road trucks. Built tough to the point of absurdity, it was a truck that refused to compromise. It earned respect from farmers, adventurers, and off-roaders alike, yet its sheer extremeness ensured it remained a niche legend. Nothing about the Power Wagon was subtle or refined, it existed to dominate the land. It carried the weight of a military legacy on its frame and tires. Decades later, enthusiasts still seek it out, not for comfort, but for authenticity. And like all true outlaw machines, it remains a symbol of raw, unstoppable off-road power. Even today, few trucks capture the fearless spirit of the Power Wagon, a true pioneer of Outlaw 4x4s. Its shadow looms over every modern heavy-duty 4x4 that dares to venture off the beaten path. Number 1. Lamborghini LM002. The Lamborghini LM002 didn't come from luxury or lifestyle, thinking it came from failure, ambition, and pure defiance. In the late 1970s, Lamborghini was desperate for military contracts and experimented with brutal off-road prototypes like the Cheetah and LM001. Those projects failed, but instead of walking away, Lamborghini did something completely unhinged. They took the heart of a supercar and dropped it into a civilian off-road vehicle. When the LM002 debuted in 1986, the world had never seen anything like it, a hand-built Italian 4x4 powered by a 5.2-liter V12 taken straight from the Countach, producing around 450 horsepower in an era when most off-roaders struggled to break 150. What made the LM002 a true outlaw wasn't just its engine, it was the way it ignored every rule of off-road design logic. It weighed over 6,000 pounds, drank fuel at an absurd rate, and required custom Pirelli Scorpion tires designed specifically to survive its speed and mass in desert conditions. Yet despite its size, the LM002 was genuinely capable off-road, with a locking center differential, massive ground clearance, and enough torque to bulldoze through sand where lighter vehicles bogged down. It wasn't refined, it wasn't subtle, and it absolutely did not care about efficiency, noise, or practicality. This was brute force engineering driven by ego, not market research. But that same outlaw nature sealed its fate. The LM002 arrived before the world was ready for extreme performance SUVs, and it arrived without compromise at a time when buyers wanted usability. Emissions regulations tightened, fuel prices fluctuated, and Lamborghini itself struggled financially. Only about 300 units were ever built before production ended in 1993. Built without restraint, the LM002 ignored fuel economy, comfort, and regulation long before those things mattered. It wasn't designed to sell in numbers, it was designed to prove a point. And that point was clear. This was the first production 4x4 that behaved like an outlaw supercar on dirt. It scared traditional off-road buyers and confused luxury customers at the same time. Nothing about it was sensible, and that was exactly the point. Long before performance SUVs became mainstream, the LM002 crossed a line no one else dared to approach. And once it disappeared, the industry quietly agreed never to build something this lawless again. Its legacy didn't fade, it went underground, becoming myth instead of mainstream. Because true outlaw machines don't evolve, they vanish. Those were 10 4x4s built to ignore the rules, survive anything, and leave a mark on history. Which outlaw would you take off-road first? Let us know in the comments. If you loved this ride through pure off-road rebellion, smash that like button, share with fellow adventurers, and subscribe for more automotive legends. Stay fearless, stay adventurous, and keep chasing the roads less traveled.